Hello everyone and welcome to another Bulls Weekly. I'm your host Vinny Paracelli. We've got a great and much longer show for you today. On the program, we preview the big home opener this weekend against the Chicago Bulldogs, show you the top plays from St. Louis, and if you haven't noticed behind me, we have ice here at the North Iowa Ice Arena just in time for tomorrow night's big game. But before we get into all that, let's look back at the weekend against the Blues. Once again, North Iowa got off to a rocky start. Samuel Maddox scored just 23 seconds into the game Friday night. The Blues would be up by 2 going into the second. That's when the Bulls flipped the switch. Marshall Barnes, Kohei Sato, and Logan Miller all scored in the first 4 minutes of the second period to give the Bulls a 3-2 lead. Christian Kause and Owen Larson added goals to put the Bulls up 5-2. St. Louis would get the score to 5-4, but Barnes would add an empty netter to give North Iowa a 6-4 win Friday night. Roman Malkoff picked up the win in net, his first win as a Bull. He made 33 saves. Saturday, Samuel Maddox scored early again, and the Bulls found themselves in another 2-0 hole. Kohei Sato got North Iowa within 1, but a late goal from Daniel Dunaway gave the Blues a 3-1 lead after the first period. Kalen Dinny once again brought the Bulls within 1, but that's as close as they would get. The Blues take Game 2 by a score of 5-2. Brady Myers takes the loss for the Bulls in net, making 28 saves. Let's take a look at some of the top performers for the Bulls in St. Louis. Marshall Barnes and Owen Larson led the team with 3 points each. Connor Clemens picked up 2 helpers, while Kohei Sato scored a goal in each game, and Christian Kause scored a goal and added an apple in his first 2 games as a Bull. Like we said at the beginning, ice is now here at the North Iowa Ice Arena, which means for the first time the team has been practicing in Mason City instead of Albert Lee. We caught up with a few veterans who offered advice to the rookies getting ready to experience their first game in the barn.
Just in terms of getting the rookies' advice this weekend, I think just to kind of tune everything out. I mean, don't worry about what's going on outside the rink. Just worry about what's going inside the rink and within the glass, and just play within your game. And I think if they can do that, they can have a huge impact this weekend and hopefully end up with a sweep. So,
probably before the game on Friday night, we'll probably just tell them that this is probably going to be one of the most electric atmospheres that they've ever played in front of, and they just need to keep their calm. It's just any other hockey game that you've played before, so there's nothing much different except for playing in front of a great fan base.
I mean, just don't get amped up too much. Just focus on your game and just play your game and not worry about anything going on other than your line mate, your teammates. Just focus on your next shift.
Now on to the game itself. The Chicago Bulldogs have a new owner, a new logo, but will they be a new and improved team? Early results indicate Chicago may be on its way to a similar season they had last year when they went 2-45. So far, the Bulldogs are only 0-2, but have given up 27 goals while only scoring 3. Here are all the Bulldogs with points so far. Cody Gottfried leads the team with 2 points, while Bryce Friel, Matt Sharp, and Sean Sullivan are the only goal scorers for Chicago, while Eric Arrigo and Brandon Caudill each have an assist so far this season. In net, Ryle Purdy and Joe Timmerman each have had some rough starts in their season debuts, and things are not going to get easier facing the Bulls in their home opener. Josh Cannon is also on the roster for the Bulldogs, but we've yet to see him on the ice just yet. We got the players' thoughts on this weekend, and they think this can be a good weekend to build on team chemistry.
After, just a good week of practicing at home, we'll be able to gel, and hopefully, we'll get the opportunity to have some team chemistry come out this weekend.
Yeah, I think absolutely. I mean, obviously our first 4 games and first 2 weekends were not what we like to do. We didn't really play very well. We really shaky, and I think this weekend presents a great opportunity for the team, especially with a lot of energy. Having this being the home opener and all, I think it has a great opportunity for us to play a solid 3 games this weekend.
I think we can really click today in the last few practices for the week and hopefully do well this weekend.
Chicago is a very young team with only 2 96s listed on their roster, and the Bulls will look to get back in the win column tomorrow night. It's time now, though, for the best part of the show, the best from the weekend in St. Louis. It's time now for the Crossfit Chiron plays of the week. Let's start with number 5. Mike Lyons will take the shot from the point. Christian Kause is parked in front, gets a stick on the shot, and redirects it past Hunter Smith for his first goal as a Bull. Number 4, Jack Hatton with the penalty shot for St. Louis. Roman Malkoff gets the shoulder on it and keeps his team in the lead. He would eventually go on to get his first win. Number 3, Dalton Johnson with the pass to Kohei Sato, and he is gone. Watch him go right by Sean Griffin, goes to the 5-hole and gets his second goal of the year, and it's good for number 3 on our countdown. At number 2, Brady Myers unfortunately did not get the win on Saturday night, but he did make a great pad save on the one-timer from in front. He made 28 saves on the night. And at number 1, right off the face-off, a little tic-tac-toe action as the puck goes from Larson to Clemens to Barnes for the tap-in into the virtually empty net. Those are your CrossFit Chiron plays of the week. Be sure to check them out at 603 South Washington here in Mason City. All right, Bulls fans, the day you've been waiting for all summer is finally here. The home opener is tomorrow night against the Chicago Bulldogs. The pregame tailgate starts at 6 p.m. $1 beers will be available before the game, but make sure you're in your seats at 7:15 because that is when the team will raise the 2016 Silver Cup National Championship banner. So you definitely don't want to miss that. Also, you need to know on Saturday we will have $1 dogs as well as $1 Busch Light. Game time on Friday and Saturday is 7:30 p.m., while the puck drops on Sunday at 3 p.m. It's going to be an incredible atmosphere in the barn, and we don't want you to miss it. That's going to do it for us here on this edition of Bulls Weekly. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Hope to see you in the barn this weekend. Until then, though, I'm Vinny Paracelli. Go Bulls.